Yo, what's going on, guys? Danny G here, and welcome back to another video. I'm here with my boy Jason Vatra.
What's up, my friends?
Chilling in LA, and we're out on a little bit of hike. And today we wanted to talk real quickly. You are what your habits are.
Absolutely.
Okay, so there's a couple things a lot of young people suffer with. Going to bed super late, messed up times.
Yeah.
I know me personally, I have a hard time going to bed before 11:30.
Self-proclaimed insomniac, literally 4 or 5 a.m. And
Exactly.
it can happen. It can happen to anybody. We can get into this easier life. We can subdue and succumb to an easier
Well, dude,
way.
with Instagram, with YouTube, it's so easy with Reddit to just sit there in bed when
And
you know you
consume.
should be in bed and consume and consume and consume all the media that the world's putting out, right? And that's a problem.
Yeah.
The world is so homebody.
Right.
The world is so like about being at home, doing your thing, checking your IG, fucking busting some video games,
And
doing
the
your
weird
work.
thing is, it's during these growing kids' prime time. You know, it's typically the teenagers that are spending most of their time inside, playing video games, watching movies, you know, whatever it is. It's nothing really productive towards a long-term goal.
Yeah.
And they feel the pain of that
Yeah.
long-term, but they don't know what it is. And they're feeling depressed, down on themselves, down on life. And they don't know why. But the reason is they're not doing the right things, the things that they should be doing for themselves to build a better life.
So how do we do the right things to build a better life?
How do we do the right things? It starts with knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Know thyself. That is so important. What makes you happy? What ignites your fire? What gives you excitement? What is your passion? Start there and pursue that in the real world. Taking action has a lot to do with not being a consumer and becoming a creator, stepping into the director's shoes and making shit happen for yourself. Not waiting for things to come into your life or happen by chance or a blessing, but by taking action, being the person you know you are, doing the things you know you've got to do, and just killing it.
I know a big problem is you wake up in the morning and you don't have a plan of action.
Yes.
So you wake up, you're like, okay, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, I'm gonna do my thing. You know what you have to do,
Yeah.
but you haven't decided
Right.
how I'm gonna split it up into a way that's
Exactly.
gonna be accomplished.
And you learn, and that's where trial and error comes into play, and that's why you have to be doing it and play a very active role in your life.
So making that plan of action, I think especially in the fitness world, it's a big deal, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because when you're trying to meal prep, you're getting up, you're trying to set your meals for the day. You're thinking, okay, I want 4 or 5 meals a day. These macros, I'm gonna go to the gym at this time, and do my cardio at this time. How are you gonna get any of that done when you haven't scouted out the time and allocated it to do it?
Exactly.
Right.
And that's so true. And then when you don't do these things, life kind of just takes you in that direction. Time
Isn't it
goes
funny how
by.
it does that?
Exactly.
It just takes you, bro. Like,
It just takes
time passes and you wake up and you're 35 and you're like, what is going on?
Right. And
Like,
I
what
know-
have I been doing? Where's my
listen,
brain been?
I know this is very important. I mean, you look around you and there's a million cautionary tales. People that have done things or not done things,
Yeah.
and they're at that place for a reason. Take note of that and be serious about your time.
Another thing I think is really important is that concept of staying active, right? And that's what we're out here doing right now. You make a choice when you wake up, if it's a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. Do you want to sit inside? Do you want to just scroll your feed, watch some TV, watch
Relax,
your
take
favorite
it easy,
shows?
whatever.
Because what is that doing? It's giving you endorphins. It's giving you dopamine that make you feel good, but you aren't actually accomplishing anything.
So you feel good for the moment, but then when you look at your life, nothing's changed, nothing has added to it. In fact, you may just be degrading or decaying by your choices.
And I think what a lot of life is about now is that instant gratification, right?
Right.
And that instant gratification, everything we do, we eat food, we play games, we watch TV, we do things that make us feel good in the moment,
Right.
which allows us to go through life passively because we feel good. In reality, bro, if we had no games, if we had no food, whatever, we
You'd be
wouldn't feel
focused
good
on
all the time.
purpose, You'd be hungry, and you'd have to go do things to fulfill you in the real world. But in this day and age, you can fulfill yourself on your phone. You can go on Pornhub.com and
Yeah.
jack off.
Yeah.
But that is not the kind of life that you want to live, and it's so easy in this day and age. It's not, you know, it's
never
you
been
can't
easy.
blame yourself for falling into these traps. There's a million of them, and it's what society has become. But those who are able to find focus and channel into themselves are able to be the shakers and movers, the game changers
Yeah.
in this world. So don't look at someone on Instagram and say, wow, that's great, I can never do that. I mean, I wish I could, but you know, say, who am I? What can I do? What can I offer? And then go do it, because it's about taking action. And through taking action, your inhibition for taking action lowers. The more you do, the more you realize you can do it, the more your capacity grows.
Exactly.
It's a really beautiful thing. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in either way. Whether you stay in or go out, you're growing in either direction. When you are trailblazing, there is no room for self-doubt. So another thing is training the mind to fuel yourself. Not, oh, I can't do this, have that self-doubt festering and pulling you back, holding you back. Instead, train your mind to build you up. I am the greatest is what Muhammad Ali would tell himself every day looking himself.
That's a
in the
critical
mirror.
mindset,
And imagine,
man.
I mean, see what he did with that. And that's a very simple, vague example. But really, you have to train your mind to fuel yourself, to be the best person that you can be, the best version of yourself, which is individual and unique. You're not going to be like anybody else, but be proud of that.
When we got into natural bodybuilding, who did we look up to?
We looked up to the athletes that are on steroids, but we didn't know
The enhanced guys. We didn't know,
Yeah.
but in our head we were like, these guys are who I want to become.
Right.
This is what I want to look up to.
They embody an image of health,
And
success.
bro,
you know,
think
whatever
about
it
how
is.
easy it would have been at that moment to step back and be like, you know what? They're on the gear, they're on this shit. I can never achieve that.
Yeah, no. You know what we saw? We saw an opportunity
Yeah.
to teach you guys what you can do without any gear,
Yeah.
with some discipline, and how much that can do for your life.
Looked up to people that I thought were in an unattainable level.
Right.
But the more I decided to take action, even though other parts of my life weren't going well, I zeroed in, I decided I had a plan, I watched videos, I educated myself, we took action, and now we're at a place where we can look back and realize how far we've come and then push even farther.
And we could have let the infinite number of variables bringing us back or holding us down or making us think that we couldn't do it. We could have let that affect us. But instead we stayed true to ourselves and kept doing what we knew we had to do.